When you're starting a lawn care business, should you have general liability insurance? Short answer, yes. Let me give you a quick example of something that happened to us, and so you can understand how important it is to have insurance. We've had to use insurance a few times, but I'm going to tell you just the one time that should make you aware of how important it is to have liability insurance. So we were mowing a lawn at a residential property, and you know those rain gutter tubes that are attached to the rain gutter, and they typically go underground, and then they come out somewhere and shoot the water somewhere else. Well, this rain gutter tube wasn't underground; it was on the surface of the lawn, and my Motec had to basically mow around it. But what he did was he lifted it up and he coiled it and put it in the window well. So, long story short, a couple days later, we had a record rainstorm. It was the most rain I think Utah has had in like a decade or close to it. It was a record storm, and it rained so hard. So guess what? That flooded this guy's basement. I think 1.5 feet flood, his whole basement, fully furnished. Just anyway, water damage everywhere. And so who would have ever thought that that would be an issue at some point? I mean, I actually had insurance at that point for about 3 or 4 years, and I've never had to use my insurance. So the funny thing is, I forgot I even had insurance, so I was stressed out. I called my lawyer because I didn't know what to do. This guy was threatening me, calling me every name that you could think of. The homeowner was, and rightly so. I was scared. I was like, what do I have to do to make this right? So I called my lawyer, first of all, because I'm like, hey, I'm going to let you know what's going on here. And then he said, well, do you have insurance? And I said, you know what? I think I do. So I had to look at my files, and I found the insurance company. And the thing is, I get the monthly premium deducted from my checking account. So that's why I forgot I even had it. But thankfully, I had it. So I gave them a call, and I gave them my information, my name, and all that. And they said, yeah, we have you in the system. No worries. Don't stress out. We've got this. And long story short, they got back to me a couple weeks later, told me that they've handled everything. And so imagine if I wouldn't have had insurance. So that's just one example of no matter how careful you are, something might happen. And so I wanted to share that with you so that you can kind of get an idea of why it would be important when you start this lawn care business that you have liability insurance.